But it's your boy Ricky D checking in. Sports 216. It's your boy as usual. Monday, 8 o'clock. Checking in. Sports Corner from the 216 with your boy Ricky D. Calhoun as at Ricky D dot underscore Ricky D dot underscore on most social media platforms. So there's of course there's always something going on in Cleveland. The action is live. Impact. We got full sports going on. We got Cavs fighting for home court advantage tonight. We got the Guardians with the young players stepping up, smacking the ball out the park or in the park to get the home run, safe, running them bases, getting home. Of course, it's almost draft time. We be having a draft in a couple weeks. So then we could get that draft conversation in full dissect mode and see where the Browns going. After the draft, we get some trades going. We get a couple of more free agents popping off, you know. But what really matters tonight is them Cavs against Memphis. They about to kick in now. 8 o'clock game time. So maybe you watching the Cavs, maybe you watching me. You can watch me later or you can watch them later. Shout out FanDuel Sports Network. I ain't getting paid for it, but I might do in the near future. Hey, you got to speak it into existence, man. You got to manifest it. Yeah, but you can watch it later if you know where. I already told you, so it shouldn't be hard to find. Yeah, it's your boy Ricky D. Let me put this game on. Oh, okay, that's what I've been messing up. What y'all been up to over the weekend, holiday weekend? People went, the kids, they probably funking up the house today because they eating all them eggs that been sitting out overnight. You all already know. Once upon a time when it was Easter, even though I know a little bit more about what Easter really is about, but as a kid, you just looking for the fresh clothes. You might have to go sit in church with the dressy clothes, but then you got the clothes for afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You got your clothes for afterwards. But you go catch a movie with your cousins. See, I grew up in a big family. So, we all round up the big cousins, guide and the little cousins. We go catch a movie or something. I think the last was it He Man or Ninja Turtles? That was like the last movie I remember going to as a kid, as a group. You know what I'm saying? Group effort. But yeah, man, it's going down. State of springtime. This is the real New Year. When the spring kick in and the flowers blossom and the trees start getting their leaves back and the sun come out and you get the warm, fresh air. You know what I'm saying? This the new year right here. But all the action, it get fully engaged. Baseball, the Guardians, like I say, they on a little hot. They ain't undefeated, but they exciting. That's what matters. Baseball gotta have some excitement to it. But before I get all, off course on y'all, I'm gonna jump on over and we gonna discuss some things about the local teams, what's going on. I hope y'all see the new logo. Oh look, I think I got to look. Sports Corner. I'm still rolling with the original, but that eventually start. see you're gonna start seeing that a little bit more. The classic sports corner from the 216 podcast. I'm gonna still, have that floating around because that's the Don Dada. You gotta respect the Don Dada, the sensei. But this your boy Ricky D checking in. Sports corner from the 216. I ain't give y'all no rapid fire, quick nose, aka new name, rapid fire. I ain't give y'all no rapid fire this weekend, but of course we got the NCAA championship tonight. I forgot to even tell y'all that the Big Ten. It's hard to cheer because it's Michigan. I I'm a Big Ten guy, but I might, you know, I might just run with the Huskies because I've always been a UConn fan. Let me look up to see who some of the players that used to make me like UConn back in the day. They had a player that who was that? Let me see. Oh, the man himself, Ray Allen. I forgot right when Ray Allen used to be balling back then. Andre Drummond went to UConn. I didn't know that one. But yeah, Ray Allen. Oh yeah, Rip Ham. That squad right there. Karan Butler. They ain't play together, but Ray Allen and Hamilton played a year together. Oh, they got Omika Okafor, Ben Gordon went there. Oh yeah, okay. Kimball Walker, Andre Drummond. They kind of fell off. Like that's one thing I got to start. I got to start making sure I figure out these. Cause the NBA young now. Dang, and the NBA, I still be I be still looking for no, I ain't gonna go that far back, but you know what I'm saying. Dwayne Wade was like that was like the era. Like I still be looking for Carmelo Anthony to pull up and hit a jumper. Hey, what's going on with me? And I'm sports quarter for the 216. I'm dedicated. I could tell you about them Cleveland teams. I'm working on the Guardians because that lineup we got a core now though. Our core been the same for like the last 3-4 years. Quan Ramirez. Okay, we got the young boy stepping in the ladder. Tyler BB. Did I say his first name right? But BB. We got Williams. We got Riccio, Manzardo. Claude would have been part of that, but he wanted to make bets. No, let me leave Claude alone. No. But man, them Cavs, that boy Donovan last night, Donovan had 38. Harden had 28. That was damn near 70 points. They had like 15 assists in between them. That's a mean backcourt. Donovan ain't young. He ain't a spring chicken like they say, but he ain't no young. He ain't no old man neither. Then Harden still got it. He crossed somebody over. What game was that the other night? Crossed him over, came through, hit him with the little floater. I say, oh man, what we got going on? So Harden, he facilitating at a high level. Had that boy Thomas Bryant Thomas, if that's how you say his name, Thomas Bryant. Anyhow, Thomas Bryant. I said it in the previous podcast, in the previous show. I said Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant is Thomas Bryant. That big dude got a quick release. Like I knew he had a jumper for a big man, but he got a quick release. Last night he was They hitting him at the top of the key. He ain't even hesitate. Whop, whop. He hit about 4, 5 threes, about 3, 4 threes. But he wasn't just hitting threes. He was rolling to the paint, dunking on you get him out, and he was walking away with the. I think I might have said Bryant was a little. Let me make sure I'm saying this guy's name right. Okay. Oh, they just started this. The Cavs game started. Yeah, Thomas Bryant. Boy, that boy Thomas Bryant. That boy was punching on people. He was rolling through the. Because Mobley and Allen both was out last night. So just seeing that, Harden makes the big man flourish. Is the word. Shots fired. That boy Harden be making them big man flourish. That's what they was saying. Excuse me. But when he got traded to us, they was like, he know how to work that pick and roll with the big man because he had Allen shining. Then he got adjusted to Mobley when Allen was hurt. He had Mobley shining. Now he got Thomas Bryant shining. Of course, when Mobley come back, that's the him and Allen. But Thomas Bryant ain't no slouch neither. I was saying we need a tough guy. That's our tough guy right there. We need a mid-sized tough guy too. That's Tyson. Tyson and Struce don't be playing. They be ready to start. They be ready to start that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Tonight we playing for home court advantage. But if you want to chime in and chat in, I'm gonna have a segment. But remember, you got to text first though. 216, of course, 716-3005. But if you on the internet and you tuning in, you can chime in with the you can chime in. Sports Corner in front of 216. Sport news from Cleveland to around the world. MLB, NFL, NBA, MLS, and more. Speaking of and more, before I really get off into I think I'm about to go Browns next, but shout out to them Cleveland Monsters, the AHL hockey team, playoff bound. We done clinched like the Cavs clinched. Like I say, them Guardians look like they about to give us a good season, some entertaining season. They've been entertaining the last 5 6 years for real. Yeah, almost through my paperwork party. I like that one. What's this one?
I love it. You guys are so great.
I know over here at Sports Corner in front of 216 with your boy Ricky D. What you say again, young lady?
I love it. You guys are so great.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. Hey man, it's just a good time for Cleveland when it comes to sports. If you're a sports fan and you live in the city of Cleveland, you're having a great time right now. Like real life might not even affect you at this moment. It might not even affect you at the moment because it's so much taking your attention away. You got priorities over pleasure always. But once you get done with them priorities, the pleasure be fun. Even if you can't get that other pleasure, you can get some pleasure and enjoyment. Even if we lose, we still make it a game. The Guardians had that one blowout. Shout out to them monsters again. But moving on down to the Guardians. of course, the pitch, and I got to get familiar, but it's the one kid from the other day because the lineups change it changes rapidly. So with baseball, you got to really lock in because it's such a long season, 160 some games. That's long. You thought basketball was long because I really don't get locked in into basketball until after the trade deadline. That way, you know who giving up and who about to make that push, who trying to drop salary, who trying, the NBA really kicks in after the trade deadline. But man, we got some young talent. That boy Ares, I think that's how you say his name. He won us the game the other yesterday. Of course we got chased a lot of. They say he injury prone, but he's young. He still got to put the grown man, strength on him. So I already made a little post. If you go over on Sports Corner from the 216, we on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Um, we just created a Kick account, so go follow us on Kick if you familiar with Kick. We over on Twitch too. I'm a eventually spread the wealth, but right now we just really on Facebook and YouTube at the moment. I'm gonna probably throw it over on the Think and Reflect Network TV YouTube channel also. So yeah, you're gonna be able to find us live everywhere. But I need y'all to start chatting in, timing in. Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, whatever they say now. But 8 p.m. on the East Coast. We gonna simplify it. The East Coast time. Not Central, not Mountain, and not what Pacific. I think we East Coast or West Coast, West Mountain, Central, and East. I think we East. Just think East. 8 o'clock every Monday, and make sure you follow us all over on social media. Make sure for sure you go like and subscribe on YouTube. Like I said, we going Sports Corner from the 216 YouTube, but we also gonna start streaming live from the Think and Reflect Network TV YouTube channel. Of course, we gonna be live Facebook Sports Corner from the 216. I might keep it on the Ricky Calhoun Sports. Facebook page, but but until then, you can find us where I need to be. And that's on YouTube. Oh, you know what? While you over there on YouTube, on Facebook, make sure you send some stars. Lock in, cause this your boy. Yeah, man. But like, we looking good though. The Guardians, man. So it's too early in the season to really get like fully engaged in the Guardians, but they they giving us something to want to watch. But the thing is, you only can watch them like they know how to divide and conquer, boy. The me, I've been in the media for a while now. I ain't successfully prospered the way that I want to, but I understand it. Like I always tell people that know me, or I might have mentioned it on here. I went to broadcasting school. That was 2012. I kind of was familiar with streaming in 2010 because I was gonna do a show called "You Better Know That." It got a concept, but that's coming back. So be looking for that. You better know that that's gonna be because it's that season. I'm gonna be moving around town, you know, trying to see what's going on. Swashbuckle, you get it? Let me see what Mary talking about. Oh, that's what that's the Mario. They should have put Mario right there. But yeah, man, let's go Guardians. I'm still talking about this my team, even though that was the Indians slogan. But yeah, man, we moving on, talking about them Browns. Yeah, like I say, ooh. Hey, see that's one of them live moments. You only get that type of action when it's live. Hey, that's one of the Mario. How the hell did I do that? Don't tell my secret. Hey, you know what? That was live. I'm cutting that out. You get it when I'm done. Hey, but anyhow, man, this we on Facebook Live. Man, what did I just do? Let me make sure this camera's secure, man. Damn, that thing went flying and everything. That's one of hey, that's what you likely to get into when you go live. Anything can happen. I had to hear myself say it because I'm live. Anyhow, man, let's talk about these Browns. That now you're free. And there's too much going on right now. Man, I hope I try to stay away from politics. I hope they ain't because I did read something about they supposed to mess with the services. But yeah, man, the Browns, man, is draft time. We about to get to this draft, and I might really discuss this because this is the most. Everything else is flowing. The Cavs basically got they seed situated. The Indians is too early in the season. The most important team right now is the Browns because this is the most important time of the year. This is where you build. You build. You get what I'm saying? So if you ain't building, your team gonna be trash like it was last year. Hey, I'm having fun with my board today. I barely used the board, but I needed to use that board, especially for that. And like, yeah, you know what, man? Listen here. I'm about to just get straight into this segment, which is solely facing. We focusing on these Browns. Okay, so a lot of the mock drafts have been so up and down, and this one and that one, and pick him and pick that. I did a couple of mock drafts myself, so of course we got the defense. They done added a couple more pieces. Some keep saying this is one of them drafts, man, that I guarantee you every team, one of their draft picks is gonna go down as somebody. Just remember the 2026 draft is gonna be one of the greatest drafts ever. It just doesn't seem like that to the status quo or the the regular people because they thinking quarterbacks. Everybody the draft ain't really great unless it got a bunch of quarterbacks. But you might one of the fourth or fifth round quarterbacks might turn out to be great. You get what I'm saying? Oh, no. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everything's secure. I don't want to have no more bloopers. But yeah, man, we with them Browns, man. I say me personally, I say go on. If Tate there, you get Tate. You get with your 24 pick. Now, if somebody want to come up and draft that pick, the best trade value probably is somebody like Dallas because they got 2 first-round picks, which is a 12. I'm saying stay at 6. Tate there, you get Tate because Tate he they want him to be this super. You get Tate. This is just my opinion. You get Tate. You move on. You get your 24th pick. You pick up the best defensive lineman available. I mean, offensive tackle. He got to be a left tackle, the best available left tackle, because they keep trying to move Proctor up. I'm not really for Proctor because they talking about his weight. He a heavy dude. He's strong, but he's a big dude. You get what I'm saying? The NFL might is shrinking. You got Monroe Freeland. They saying he's raw. Then you got Fano. He's really a right tackle. So Lamu is the one I chose in my first mock draft because he's the actual left tackle. Whoever you draft, he has to be a left tackle, natural left tackle. We don't want to experiment with no more Dredrick Wills. Even Juwan Jones, even though he even said he don't like playing left tackle. Plus, he stays injured. So the season gonna start with Dewan for sure. And if he does great, that's a plus. But we still need to go draft us a solid left tackle with that 24th pick. With that 39th pick, it's an up in the air. It's almost, if it's a good receiver still there, you pick one of them receivers because there's a lot of receivers. That way, my thing is that second round pick, Jerry Judy, Arizona. Can we get Marvin Harrison over here? So now you got Marvin Harrison, Carnell Tate, Harold Fannin, Isaiah Ford, Corley, the little Michael Corley dude. I don't know if he's signed yet, but Corley aggressive. I like Corley. He a good possession, run after the catch, make a person miss type of receiver. He's strong, you know what I'm saying? Then we got the guy from Baltimore, the punt returner. I think Thrash still on the team. But these receivers, guess where they at? Because they say Shador been in the building. Dylan ain't even been nowhere around. But all the majority of the receivers are down in Florida with Watson. I think OTAs start today, off-season training. Did it start today? But I know we supposed to start 2 weeks early. And in other news with the Browns, they was talking about how Jimmy Haslam didn't actually say. That's why you got to do your research. You can't just run with, because even the national and the local media can have bad information. So that's why over here we just, what's your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? We really just giving our opinions. I might throw a little bit of info in there for you so you will know where to go or why you even having an opinion. You get what I'm saying? But in the process of, it's about gathering information to decide how you feel about it. So what's your thoughts? SC216. Make sure you always use that hashtag. Even if you ain't tagging Sports Corner, use that hashtag so we can, track each other. But 216-716-3005. Or if you on the computer or you give me your email link, I can send you. You can chime in on video. But I hope you on some real, be as professional as you can possibly be or just respectful. You get what I'm saying? Don't, especially on the video. I might stay away from the video, but you could chat and like I say, text before you if you're trying to call in 216-716-3005. Yeah, Miles Garrett, he's still a man. They was talking about even trying to trade him. Yeah, and that's the only reason you would think Downs from O State at 6 if he available, but it's a lot of other DBs in the draft. That's why I'm saying, man, this draft is deeper than people think. It's just ain't a quarterback draft. So most people aren't talking about other spots because the quarterback usually always gets the the most clicks. Like, the world is about clicks, views, and stuff like that. But hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? If you could get so many views, if people could just view your products and services and content and you get paid just for being viewed, why not try to get all the views you can or the clicks? But I think they saying is getting back, quarterback like I was just talking for the Browns. They keep trying to say Watson versus who gonna be quarterback one. Like I always say, Watson gonna have to Watson gonna have to be the best version of himself. It's more Shador job to lose. And then if you heard Ty Monken, see, I should have had some videos, right? I'm gonna start having my little videos for y'all to, so it don't just be like my word. You can hear it from the horse's mouth. But yeah, if you listen to the coach, man, the Browns coach, I ain't gonna say he favored Shador, but I guess he feel like with a player like Shador, it's almost like let's do this together. Let's this is my first NFL job. This your second year in the NFL. You was kind of a little low ball last year due to certain situations. Who knows? But like I say, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I done seen some stuff to make me think like was it done intentionally? Like what I'm saying? Was it? Hey, but anyhow, Monken, Shador, the defense always gonna be on top of their shit. There's still some free agents out there. I think we even got a special teams DB, but man, this draft we got like 9 picks, so we should come out this draft with at least 5 offensive players and maybe a couple of other defensive players. But it's deep. It's really deep. Every position is deep. Even the linebackers. When I was looking at the linebackers just don't get the same quality no more as they used to. The same thing for running back. That's why the only running back you hearing about is Love. But is it the guy from Kentucky or Penn State? I think it's Penn State. He a big back, 6'2", 200 pounds. He got recruited as a receiver. I forgot his name. He on one of my mock drafts. But big back. Just imagine a big back. No, he 220. A big back coming out the backfield catching footballs like a receiver, but he or he, you know what I'm saying? They say he excelled even better at the receiver. I mean at the running back. But yeah, man, them Browns, man, it's a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, OTA is about to start if they haven't started yet. The quarterback situation is really the only thing that's puzzling because, like I said, we got 9 draft picks. We Andrew Berry is a trade expert. Like he really wins the trades. So you can expect another trade before the season starts. Something. Andrew Berry is going to make a move that's going to excite Cleveland Browns fans. Even though it looked like I'm a Browns talk show, but yeah, I'm at this sports corner from the 216 because we even talking national sports. And speaking of that, the NCAA tournament. Let's see what that score is. I'm about to check the score for might not have started yet. Yeah, they don't start till 8:50. One against two. They were saying this might be the best Michigan team ever. One against two. Yeah, I might chime out on y'all a little early. Let me see what these Cavs doing. But it's a lot of seeding going on right now. That's basically what's going on. You know, it's spring ball for O State, so O State ain't really much to talk about with O State. But you know, the MVP race in the NBA. Luca out for the year. Him and so Luca might, unless he played the whole 65 games. But what it look like, you weren't there at the end of the season, and then OG LeBron. You know, they OG because I'm his OG. But anyhow, LeBron got to take the lead. He got to hold the fort down for the Lakers. You know, the playoffs, everybody fighting for seeding. Like I said, if we win tonight, that's home court for the playoffs for us. We already in Clinton, so we in the playoffs. But I told y'all that last week. And of course, like I always say, them injuries play a big part. You know, moving on to the actual NBA, like the NFL anyway. I'm looking and I'm hoping, man. I really want that trade, man. I want Marvin Harrison. If we could get Marvin Harrison, that's why Arizona's PC. People need to pay attention to Arizona. They keep talking about the Ty Simpson dude. Ty Simpson might. It's gonna be a team like Arizona trade up and get Ty Simpson. Watch, because they need a quarterback. All they got is Jacoby Brissett, probably some other people. You know, this where the rookies. This where the first year players either become NFL players or they just still be trying to earn their way. And like I was saying, man, the quarterback storyline. The NFL is all about the quarterback. Because if you ain't got a quarterback, you really don't get nowhere. There's only a few teams that actually won it all with a average quarterback. Baltimore with Trent Dilfer, even though Dilfer was a decent quarterback. Um, no, Rich Gannon was kind of good. Um, who more most recently? Nick Foles. He won it for him though, but he wasn't no superstar. Um, let me see. You know, what's his name been the man? Mahomes been winning the Super Bowls. Yeah, you gotta have that quarterback, man. You gotta because most it ain't too many teams that won the Super Bowl with an average quarterback. So I feel him though. Hopefully Shador, Watson, but Watson's situation that's like Watson come do good. Now you got to extend this contract. Do you want to still continue to play with that situation, or do you want this young guy to excel or either fail so you can make a decision for next year, which is a quarterback draft? They say next. They said it was going to be one this year, but a lot of people stayed. But that's because NIL quarterbacks and all players can make a decision to come out or stay because they still getting paid. It ain't like they in there trying to survive off of ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes getting paid. They wearing icy chains and stuff now. Cause you get paid in high school. Now I know you do in Ohio for sure. Yeah, I'm making sure I tune that. That's my little nightcap tonight. I was gonna hit the roads, you know what I'm saying, and see what that do. See what that do. But I might go on to relax, watch the UConn, Michigan, the NCAA, the end of the March Madness. It was a lot of buzzer beaters too in the March Madness. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Other news: Angel Reese got traded to the Atlanta Dream. I know. See, we about to get a WNBA team too. Hey, even if I'm staying in Montana, which is my dream, like resident, I don't know why Montana always been like a dream of mine to stay in Montana. But even if I stayed in Montana, it's still Sports Corner from the 216. Hey, it's still gonna be Sports Corner from the 216. I'm talking sports until the day I from the land. But yeah, man, I'm a little off track today. But y'all need to go call in. I might just go reach out and get me a co-host because I know y'all probably like, man, shut the hell up. But when y'all see them clips, y'all be like, damn, he said that 3 weeks ago. They just saying it, because I got that 120, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, some of the big games that's going on tonight, man, or because this is the first actual week of the Major League Baseball. So we got the Mariners and Texans, the Rangers rather, and the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. And for real, man, once Cleveland once the Guardians get they balance, man, the Major League Baseball might as well give us our playoff spot. Dang, I'm just taking a look at these notes, y'all. Yeah, like I say, man. Oh yeah, so like I was just saying, NIL, man. I got some NIL notes in here. That NIL is really changing the league. Man. It's really changing the league. But if you tuning in, man, make sure you leave a comment or you can react later on to the clips. Clips gonna be on Patreon, maybe TikTok. I think I'm gonna keep them off of Instagram. It's just more, Instagram. It got something about the algorithm. Yeah, something about the algorithm. Uh, Yeah, I'm really just ready for the draft, man. I'm ready for the draft because the Cavs, they looking like, especially if they can fight the injury, like if they could go into the playoffs 90% healthy, we might be hosting up a trophy. They keep trying to say ain't nobody gonna beat OKC, but anybody can be beat. Yeah, anybody can be beat because they tightening up the rotation. That why it was a good thing to put Brian in the game. I don't think Mobley was hurt. I think they just testing out things. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what work and what don't work. Cause man, every possession matters, man. You can't figure. It can't. It's the figuring out is really over with. It's like we got to know. It's only like 4 games left, if that. This is where we find out if the Cavs really some contenders. Cause I know they ain't just happy to be there. They been here for 3, 4 years in a row, getting kicked out in the second round. They tired of that. I think they built too. I think they built for a long run. I really do. And speaking on them Guardians, going back to the Guardians, I know I've been jumping back and forth, but this sports corner, if you listen in, when you get the clips gonna work. They gonna tell you what I'm talking about. But April, man, you like I say, it's early in the season, but man, the tribe, Steve Vogt, man, I like Steve Vogt. He a good coach. And moving on to them Browns before I get ready to bounce up out of here on y'all, I think I got about a good 10, 15 minutes to play with y'all. But this could be the one. This could be the draft that just take the Browns to one of the top teams in the league with young players. That's what make the Browns. Man. And the Guardians, they young. For real, the Cavaliers young. It's just Harden, uh, Mitchell like the next oldest person on the team after Harden. I think no Schroeder. It's Harden, Schroeder, Mitchell, and the rest of them cats like 26 and younger. Jared Allen might be a little older, but yeah, the Cavs young. So that team gonna be balling for some years. They gonna learn from people like Harden after he gone. They say Brian might be here next year. So just imagine that. LeBron. But yeah, man, before I let me take a little commercial break. Brewed Euphoria Coffee, Dark French Roast Bitter Root Edition. Capturing the blissful moment with every sip. Wake up to a cup of Brewed Euphoria Coffee. Oh yeah, I was out in traffic today. And guess who I bumped into? One of the greatest Cavs coaches ever. That guy, Mike Fratello. I told him I was gonna shout him out. Make sure y'all go to Fratello's Pizza, Ohio, I think. He got a restaurant. I know he got one location on West 130th out in Parma Heights. It's the gray building. I think it come right off of one of them streets, but it's off 130th, I think. 130th. It's Parma Heights though, but he got a restaurant, pizza, Italian food. I grew up with some Italian, the Esposito's on Saranac. I grew up in Collinwood. That was like an Italian neighborhood at one point. They even had the little Italy. There ain't no little. No, let me be quiet. But yeah, I grew up in the kitchen, man. Grandma Jean making fresh pasta, the big giant meatballs. I eat spaghetti that's all the way made, but I really prefer the noodles and then the sauce poured on top of the noodles. Rest in peace, Grandma Jean. Yeah, that was my Italian grandma. So I got some of that. I don't know what I just said, but it was, they. Yeah, man, it's just a good time for Cleveland sports, man. I was a little off track today, but I'm trying to make sure I lock in at 8. So y'all gonna catch me Monday, unless it's tragic. I'm here Monday at 8 p.m., man. Make sure you tune in. I'm on Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe, become a member on Patreon. Follow us, like us on most social media pages. Like I say, we on the new platform, Kick. If you're in the sports and you really into streaming, don't forget we over on Twitch too. I might start going live on there. That's where I might start doing my rapid fires over on Twitch. How you like that? Should I do the rapid fires on Twitch? Cause I'm about to make it to where y'all gonna have to find certain things in certain places. Yeah, it's your boy Ricky D, the homie Ricky D. Clap it up. Yeah, but I'm about to go ahead and bounce out on y'all, man. Let's go Cavs. Let's go Browns. Let's go Guardians. Let's go Monsters. Let's go Buckeyes. Let's go Crunch. Let's go the Triceptors, the Triceratops, the Tri-C. Let's go Vikings of Cleveland State. Um, I don't know what Ball and Wallace is, but my little cousins go to Ball and Wallace. They some athletes. But yeah, man, that's your boy Ricky D checking out. It was good seeing y'all. Hopefully I get a turnout next week. Monday at 8 o'clock, man. Be here. I'm gonna be here. Be square. Don't be a square. Be square.
Awesome!